You hear the term console quality quite a lot with mobile games, but Grid Auto Sport actually is the Codemasters AAA hit shoved into your iPhone or iPad. This means you get 100 cars, 100 circuits, and a ton of options to adjust how everything works. If you're a beginner, keep all the driving aids on and tootle around in a touring car until you get to grips with everything. A veteran? Go for the toughest difficulty and get your cockiness handed to you by losing control and driving your shiny race car into a wall. With tons of depth, great visuals, and decent controls, there's nothing else quite like this on iOS.
All units, backup is en route to your location.
Fortunately, most Wanted's gameplay isn't nearly as grey as the tracks that you find yourself zooming along for street racer glory. Fairhaven would be better named grey and very drabville, but the arcade racing you get up to is of the gloriously breezy kind found in the likes of Sega's Outrun 2. You find yourself hurling your car recklessly off of cliff tops, having, naturally, crashed through an advertising hoarding first, drifting around bends, or smashing up the fuzz if they're stupid enough to get in the way of your race-winning ambitions while partaking in high-octane thrills.
1123, officer in need of assistance.
Beaming in from the future, Repulse recalls Wipeout with its gleaming metal tracks that fling you about like a furious rollercoaster. At first, the challenge is slight, merely pitting you against colored gates, but eventually you find yourself boosting through futuristic worlds while trying very hard to not be blasted into so much space dust. Like the best gravity racers, the sense of speed here is nearly overwhelming, setting this futuristic offering far apart from relatively staid racers that plonk you in a car on boring tarmac. And although the controls are twitchy, they can be fine-tuned to your liking as you wrestle with them on your way to glory. The original Reckless Racing was an amusingly ramshackle affair, with rickety trucks and cars screeching around car parks and scrapyards. The sequel added depth but also too much polish, losing the series' sense of character. This third entry gets the balance right, enabling you to power slide through a wide range of settings, including an airport, a charming European hilltop village, and, worryingly, an abandoned and very clearly leaking nuclear plant. The physics is a bit light and the AI a touch aggressive, but this is as fun a top-down racer as you'll find on mobile. It also clearly doesn't take itself too seriously, adding a Gymkhana mode where you rack up points for precision stunt driving in a beat-up old truck. Imagine a blazingly fast side-on racer that marries the Twitch Insta-Teeth appeal of Alone with the slipstreaming of Mario Kart and adds an awful lot of pigeons. That's Pigeon Wings. Your heroic bird is charged with saving the city from an evil person with too much money and trains by racing other pigeons between tower blocks and through subway tunnels. Naturally, they all pilot tiny planes rather than use their own wings. When the feathered hero is deemed ready, he's flung headlong into an intense dogfight with an enemy craft that dwarfs his plane and spews an endless stream of bullets. With pitch-perfect tilt controls and an oddball sense of humor, Pigeon Wings will make you as happy as a lark.